What do we know so far? I mean, no date has been set. What will they discuss and what will they not?
So this has been a much anticipated meeting. Obviously, the two sides agreed to have it earlier this year. Next week does make sense given that Xi is in the plenum at the moment, and then we have Thanksgiving holidays in 2 weeks from now in the U.S. There's plenty for the two presidents to discuss. There were reports earlier that they would be coming to some sort of agreement about reopening the consulates in Chengdu and Houston that were closed in the waning days of the Trump administration. But the White House is now saying that this meeting is not going to be about specific deliverables. This meeting is going to be about putting guardrails on the relationship so that the competition does not get out of hand. We're also reporting overnight that the meeting will not specifically discuss those consulates. Obviously, there are other issues as it pertains to trade. We obviously have tariffs still in place and the first phase of the trade agreement signed under Trump. But we also have issues with visas. We have issues with Taiwan. There's a congressional delegation in Taiwan today, which is pretty likely to inflame tensions further with Beijing. And we have climate change. President Biden chiding President Xi about not attending COP in Glasgow. And so this will be an opportunity for them to discuss that further as well.
So is there an opportunity here then, as you mentioned, there's a whole lot that they're not going to be discussing as well. Would you think that we're going to see substantial progress in where relationship is at the moment? Or do you think that this could lead to, I guess, a further tension right now, given the Taiwan situation, as you mentioned as well?
I think there are so many issues on the table right now that it would be unlikely, extremely unlikely, that we would see a substantial improvement in the relationship as a result of this meeting. I think much more reasonable to hope that what this meeting accomplishes is some sort of stabilization in the relationship so that things do not get worse. I think it's hard to think that Taiwan, for example, is going to get resolved anytime in the near future. But I think the two presidents and the two countries would like to see that as tensions there continue, it does not make the broader relationship unstable.
And we are hearing that there's U.S. lawmakers that did visit Taiwan. What more do we know on this trip, and how has Beijing responded so far?
We have not gotten a response from Beijing yet. We do expect one this morning from the Taiwan Affairs Office here in Beijing. There have been a number of U.S. lawmakers who have visited Taiwan in the recent past, specifically under the Trump administration, which encouraged more U.S. lawmakers, U.S. officials to visit Taiwan. We obviously, during the Trump administration, had the energy secretary, the highest level official from the U.S. to visit in many, many decades. China is obviously going to be both sort of assertive in responding to this. Whether or not it escalates further beyond rhetoric, I think is relatively unlikely.